it calms the bees down. It helps them to just be calm when you're around them. And I just happen to do it this way. I've found that this works for me pretty well. So
Where's the burning thing?
it's not burning yet. Hold that thought, and I'm getting hotter and hotter in this bee suit.
Yeah,
That's why I wore.
We're backing up.
What's that? Are you backing up?
Back up?
Okay. You can if you want to.
Okay, I'm back up from here.
And then I want to just pump the bellows a little while, just to make sure that it's going to keep on going. Sometimes I get out there and I get halfway done with the job. Pardon me if it's making smoke on you, but you might want to move into a different position. Sometimes I get out there and it stops smoking like about halfway through, which is really unfortunate because then I don't have anything to calm them down with. Right now it's doing fairly well. Sometimes I'll see fire.
What's that?
I'll see flames coming out. Those are 2 hives that we haven't had an opportunity to clean yet.
What are those things on them?
Which things?
Those nasty things. Stuff.
That's bird comb. It's bird comb. And they sometimes try to make their hive where they're not supposed to. So sometimes they'll put comb where it's not supposed to be. And then you have to use the hive tool and get it off. That's going to work, I think. So,
Going up to the air.
yes, the smoke is going up in the air. If you notice, you can see that the bees are doing pretty well in several hives. I've numbered them from 1 through, I did have 7, now I have 5 actually. The one on the left end is not hive anymore.
Do we have to stay right here?
No, I'm thinking you can come a little bit closer, but I just don't want you to get stung. Okay? So your mommy has Namaya has the binoculars, and I'll try to talk loud enough so that you can hear me.
That went in my nose and it hurts.
All right, I'll take the
Jar.
please. Thank you.
It's sticky now.
What's that?
It's sticky.
Yes, it's probably very sticky. That's fine. Okay, come out this way with me.
Good.
Yeah, will that be all right? I start with number 1. If you can see, some of the jars are empty. Some of the hives don't have any jars on them. And that's because I put supers on. Can you see that there are supers on hive number 4 and number 5? Okay, Namaya, do you know which one hive number 4 is? From that end. Because these are metal tops, metal telescoping tops, I can set things on them like the hot smoker.
Because they're metal tops, you can set that stuff on top.
Move slowly.
You gotta move slowly.
And come down here. I'm going to do this. This is called a Boardman nest. And that's where they eat.
That's where they eat.
It has a little hole there. And I just
There's a hole in there, and she sets the jar inside upside down. It has holes in the top, and then she screws it in,
I can put it back in. Usually I'll leave it.
and it anchors in there.
Feet are right
blocks of wood because they have high winds.
Take the telescoping cover off.
Telescoping cover off.
The inner board is stuck,
Sometimes the inner board is stuck.
and this one doesn't want to come out. That's because they glued it.
They glue it in.
There's the inner cover.
There's the inner cover
Bees on it.
with bees on it.
I set it up there. I'm going to set this, where can I set it so you can see it? Set it there. This is the queen excluder.
The queen excluder is what she's taking off now.
Glued down.
They glued it down there.
I'm going to take this. I'm just going to give them a little,
She's calming them down.
not much. That just kind of calms them down a bit. Queen excluder.
That's the queen excluder.
Not bad. Usually there are 10 frames.
Usually there's 10
Some
frames.
beekeepers like 9 frames.
Some like
Other
9,
beekeepers like 10 frames.
some like 10,
This
some
one
like
has
9.
burr comb being put on the top, and all I'm doing is scraping it off.
She's scraping off the burr comb.
I actually came out here the other day and scraped most of it off too. And I talked to my girls. They're very, very nice to me, so I try to be kind to them.
She talks to the bees because they're kind to her, so she tries to be kind to them.
In my hives, wait, I gotta put this down. I prefer 9 frames.
She prefers 9 frames in the deeps,
Because it makes it easier to get them out.
so it's easier to get them out because they glue them
Now
in.
these are coming out fairly good because I came out here yesterday.
She came out yesterday, so it's
This
not
is
as
a little
glued.
bit of burr comb
There's some burr comb.
being put down on there. You see how that's extra?
Yeah,
Do you
it's
see how
extra.
they're making some extra comb
They're
here?
making some extra comb.
This has foundation in it, and I'm just going to take that burr comb off. Oops, uh-oh, I didn't like that.
There was a little buzz when she dropped
So
it.
they're just filling this with honey. This
So
is
they're
part of
filling that with
their
honey.
feed for the winter.
That's part of their feed for the
When
winter.
they get it such a way that they have enough food here, then I will start putting the supers on,
When they
this
have
was
enough
starting
food in
from
there,
a
she'll put the
nucleus
supers on.
which is about 5 frames that I buy in the spring. I bought like 5 frames in one nucleus with 1 queen. Now here's one that they're working on, trying to build comb. Can you see that? You see they're trying to make their comb there? They're trying to make their house? Okay.
They're making their house in there.
And if you don't put it close enough together, then they build more.
If you don't put them close enough together, then they'll build more burr combs.
This one is full of brood.
That one's full of
This
brood.
kind of circular area where the cells are packed. A little bit hard to see, but all of this dark brown area,
All the dark
over here.
brown.
right around here,
Yeah.
is all brood. And on the outside, there's several of the cells that they're kind of like a little bump.
Oh, they're like a
And
bump
pull
on
them
it.
out further,
Outside.
those are the boy cells.
Oh, the boy
drone
cells. The drone cells
And so those are on either edge here.
on the edges.
And so both sides has a nice pattern of brood. And so I have a good queen in here.
She has a good queen in there because she's got a circular pattern of the brood where the
I think it was in number 4 hive this year, I had actually about 9 frames of brood.
That one has a lot of brood.
Now this has some spotty brood on it. It's not quite what I would like, but
Oh, it's spotty.
those will take about 3 weeks to hatch out.
Take about 3 weeks to hatch.
Here's another one.
No, don't sting me.
Another one full
One
of
of the bees
brood.
were gonna sting me. It was on my elbow.
It wasn't gonna sting you. You just be still. Yeah.
Lots of brood.
Yeah, I see the circle.
At least 3 frames of brood,
3 frames of brood at least.
maybe more. Okay. Oh, here's another frame.
Another frame of brood.
Another full frame of brood.
Full frame.
4 frames of brood. And they're just working busily to make new babies.
Working busily to make new
Good hive
babies.
is going to have many, many thousands of bees in it by the time it's finished. This one's working on building frame. You can use
They're
either
building.
plastic for the foundation, this piece that's inside of the frame. You can use plastic, but I prefer to use beeswax,
Beeswax.
so they make a natural foundation.
So they have a natural foundation. What? Oh, you're okay. Just be still. Can you see with the binoculars?
They're still working on
They're still working on that one.
building frame. It gets darker the longer they live in it because they walk all over it, and it has bees. It has bees being raised in it, and so they just get darker as time goes on. And this one, they're just working to make the cells just right.
Working to make the cells just right for the honey.
What they usually do is during the spring, they'll make their brood, their family, they'll put them all in the center. You can
They'll
see
put their
that in
brood
those
all in the
4
center.
Nice. Look with
they
that,
make
Mommy.
Kind of a circle, all ways.
Yeah,
Brood.
Oh.
And then in the outer
kind of a
ones,
ball
they
of
put
brood.
nectar.
In the outer
honey,
ones, they put
and
nectar and
that's
honey
what they feed them from.
to feed them.
They have a wonderful plan there God made for them. Okay. I'm just shoving those up closer together.
She's pushing
I
them closer
usually keep
together.
9 frames,
Oh.
and the bottom one also probably has 9 frames. I shove them closer together, and they're happy right now.
They like to
In
be
fact,
close.
This is called Bee Cleanse,
Bee cleanse.
and I gave them some the other day, and I have a little guard bee that's not happy.
You're kneeling this here walking.
She has a guard bee that's
So
not
I'm going
happy.
to kind of calm her down.
How can you tell when they're not happy?
Their hum changes.
Oh,
And
their
you can
hum
tell, I can tell
changes.
right now that these girls are happy.
She can tell that those girls are happy, but there was a guard bee on
They
her that she
sound
smoked.
like they've got a queen. You can kind of tell when they don't have a queen.
You can tell when they don't
This
have a
is
queen.
a bee food. It's a bee prevention treatment for disease.
Prevention treatment for disease. All natural prevention treatment that she just poured in there.
Normally I'll just write in my book that, what I've done and everything. But, these girls are doing fine. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
They're doing what they're supposed to do.
And they're happy. If I look, that was a carpenter ant. It's not supposed to be here. If I look carefully on the bees that are coming in, sometimes I'll be able to see the pollen sacs
Sometimes she'll be able to see the pollen sacs on the bees that are
on
coming
the
in.
back legs. I'm seeing right this moment.
She can't see any right now.